Get ready for the controversy. So I know this is probably going to get a lot of people not too happy with me. It's a very controversial topic, and I know a lot of people have strong beliefs on this. But I have one just as well, and I have just as much right to talk about it. So I was on YouTube the other day, and I came across Vote Yes for 8 campaigns. And I'm a strong believer in researching about both sides of a topic and understanding why people believe one side versus the other. It's a great way to understand why people come to the conclusion that they come to, because a lot of it is misunderstanding. So I'm watching these videos and I'm having a little bit of a hard time understanding why people are coming to the same conclusion. It seems a lot of what the debate is about is over religion and same-sex marriage. I don't understand that, because I can guarantee you that a great majority of the homosexual community has some sort of religion. You're automatically stereotyping every homosexual individual as being anything but religious. So I'm going to debate with some of these people that were making this video.
Did you know that churches that rent out their facilities for marriages could be forced to allow same-sex marriage ceremonies on their properties?
I believe in God, and I believe that a church is a place where you can go and worship God, and it's not a place for discrimination. So I'm assuming that the majority of the people who made this video were either Catholic or Christian, and that's fine. I'm Christian, so I'm not attacking you. However, you also have to understand that the majority of America that is straight does not have the same religion as you.
Religious adoption agencies may be forced to place children in same-sex marriages or discontinue providing adoption services altogether.
I don't understand why you wouldn't want a child in any home versus no home. You put a child in a homosexual home, I guarantee you they'll be loved just as much as being put in a heterosexual home. And if you want to argue the fact that because they're in a homosexual home, they will turn out to be homosexual themselves, that's crap. Because every homosexual came from heterosexual parents, and they're homosexual despite the fact that their parents are heterosexual. Point proven.
Those who oppose same-sex marriage on religious grounds will be increasingly labeled as intolerant and subjected to legal penalties or social ridicule.
Do you understand how much social ridicule homosexuals deal with daily? I don't even need to say anything more.
Children will be taught that same-sex marriages are the equal of traditional marriages.
I don't understand why we wouldn't be equal. Aren't we all equal?
Some have already been lost, like photographers who prefer not to photograph gay weddings.
Lost job. Okay, this guy, please. Really? You're gonna argue that people are gonna lose their jobs? People lose their jobs for being homosexual. Do you think that's right? You're arguing that a photographer is going to lose his job because he doesn't want to photograph gay marriage. Then don't photograph the gay marriage. Go film a straight wedding. I don't understand. Really? You're going to argue that? I don't understand. What makes me really mad is a lot of this was based off of religious freedom, stating basically that people could not be gay and religious at the same time. Well, I do believe in God, and I do believe that one day I will go to heaven. And if you want to argue with me about that, stop. You can argue with Jesus. I think we all need to wake up and realize that what we've been fighting for years and years is equality. Well, we need to stop being hypocritical. So, if you're not gay, and your brothers and sisters are not gay, and your parents obviously weren't gay, are you going to sit there and say that if your child came up to you tomorrow and said, I'm gay, are you going to stop loving them? Are you going to hate them? Just imagine what America would be like for your child if that was true. They would go to school, bullied, pushed around, verbally abused, physically abused, mentally abused. Do you want that for your child? So the way they ended their videos were basically, think about your children and your children's children. And I agree. We should probably think of them.